I vibe you lovelies. Okay, so this might be a sign that I might be doing more videos than I was thinking. It was funny as I am sitting here dealing with the quote unquote legal world. I did actually remember something that I vibed into in regards to spiritual, which of course I'm loving and intrigued and tickled by. Which is a good sign though, as I'm swimming, diving deep into the legal world, potentially, still know that I'm going to be focusing spiritually and all of that wonderful stuff and vibing spiritually, because it's definitely been a hesitation in dealing with a lot of worldly stuff, is that continued balance. So, anyway, one of the things that I also vibed, actually, what I'm tickled by the opportunity, potentially something that I've really been vibing into, just in general, and specifically in regards to the situations in which opened up the potential opportunity to deep dive into the legal world, is the concept of learning to be open and our first response be a balanced response. And I'm actually really tickled about the possibility of connecting, communicating, and particularly sharing out. Actually, on media, it might be definitely one thing in the near future, reaching out to various media outlets, quote unquote, and with the potential of actually having this conversation, because I'm realizing how super important it is, and inspiring. I feel like it's where we are individually and in the world, of just remembering to be open, be present, stay centered, and have our first responses and our continued responses be that of balance. So, specifically in regards to the mask, I find it quite interesting, intriguing how some people are getting quite, what someone actually described in an article, fanatical. It's almost kind of becoming a religion, which of course makes sense. People are embracing masks kind of as this, as almost like a savior, that they don't really have to do anything, and they'll be saved and they'll be good, type of thing, almost like Jesus, and he'll remove all their sins type of vibe. So of course with that, it feels like it vibes like people are only able to see one side of it, which is, oh, you have to wear your mask, and you have to wear it the way we say it, and we have to be comfortable, and da da da. Which, there's a certain consideration, of course, that the masks are meant to provide a blockage for mucus, flying or falling on things, and there's a definite reality to that. Now, of course, for me, the people who are actually interested in that, I feel like it's just like, okay, so we only need one mask for that to happen, so why don't you just wear your mask, and let those who don't necessarily vibe it that way, let them choose. I think that's the biggest part of it, is this concept of forcing people and saying, this is what I vibe, have to do it, and you have to do it this way. So, for me, though, the concept that is so intriguing, I'd love to have the conversation. For those who are so adamant about masks, it's like, so what other things are you doing to make yourself safe or to feel safe? So, like, in regards to, are you actually adhering to the 6 feet, suggestion? Because they've suggested that as much as they've suggested mask. And from my experience, the answer is generally absolutely not. Matter of fact, I've been noticing that the people who seem most adamant about the mask wearing are the ones who actually will invade not only the 6 feet or move into, will not focus on the 6 feet, but also they won't even focus on the personal space thing, which has actually been quite intriguing and fun for me to like, and tickle. I've just been like really tickled by seeing this. But be for that also be, and in line with that, it's like, okay, if you're really concerned about your health, are you eating healthy? Are you exercising, getting enough sun? Are you grounding? Are you using supplements and, different things that enhance your immune strength, and da 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 da. And the answer, once again, from my experiences, generally absolutely not. And so that, once again, has been quite intriguing. So I'd love the conversation to expand, instead of this reactive, fear based, force based, clinging to one concept, to just open to a broader scope and topic and start looking at, okay, what are our actual full options and capabilities and possibilities to enhance not only our individual health but our collective health. And because these vibes, it's like I feel like we as individuals, man, I vibe that we as individuals as well as collectively are being opportunities being shared right at crossroads of choosing. Like I see Corona as like this crossroads of choosing which direction are we going in the long term? What are we co-creating in the long term? Because what I'm vibing is just saying, okay, if we say, okay, Corona is this thing, and there are certain things that we can do to help ourselves with it, those things that we do would not only necessarily address Corona, but they could address overall health, happiness, individually and globally, and even including environmental concerns and because I mean obviously it's so interesting that Corona is a respiratory concern, and the air is hugely polluted. So it's like, okay, in regards to if you want to really address Corona, let's look at air pollution, and things like that. So it's just like, yeah, I'm super excited that with the opportunity to address my own individual experiences, I also see the opportunity to share the option to address, to inspire people to vibe into their own individual experiences as well as collective experiences, both at like, intimate, family, tribe, community, city, state, country, and global perspective. So yeah, I'm super, 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 once again, super excited by that opportunity and that focus. So anyway, thank y'all, love y'all, and thank you for being y'all. And I'm gonna stop at 7-7. So, Alice.